getting my jam on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the most electrifying podcast in sports entertainment. Welcome to the Under the Ring podcast. It's me, your boy, Machine Gun Hoop, Machine Gun Almas. Told you I'm gonna switch my name up every goddamn week until I win something, goddamn it. And when I win something, I'm staying with that goddamn name. All right, plain and simple.
Can't win a damn thing. Good
Not
God.
a
Right.
damn
Nothing.
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 Started off good too by having that switch from damage control over the week. Started off strong, and I said, "Watch this be the only shit I win." And sure enough,
I thought you had it. I thought you had it when that happened. And I was like, "Oh fuck, it's finally happened."
our boy Grimy is here. Grimy, thank you for joining us. He's here for Mongo. Joining us, the man behind the boards, the man that keeps the show going. Give it up, the man. You back home in North Augusta, or are you still in Simpsonville?
Simpsonville until the future, whenever.
Right. So coming from Simpsonville, give it up for our boy, the doctor, the GREG, Mongo. Say what's up, brother.
What's going on, folks? Well, I lost. Kenny lost. Everybody else lost. I just want to say to the champ, you can go fuck yourself.
Pretty much, Tito. Kiss my ass, Tito. Kiss my ass, Tito. Tito is still fucking champ. Fucking
Tito is getting lucky because
there's been ties.
The tie.
He is tied, I think, out of the past 6 pay-per-views, he's tied 4.
And who
not
has
even
also
him, just ties have happened.
There's been ties. Most of those ties have involved one other person.
Please. Joining us from Louisville, Kentucky, the person that he's talking about. Give it up for Matty Bischoff.
Your uncrowned champion. I was half
uncrowned. Guess what? Uncrowned means not champ.
I'm still the forever U.S. Intercontinental Champion.
Oh my God!
I have tried so many freaking times now.
The I-95,
I-95,
7-Eleven.
I was half dead on face for Survivor Series and almost won.
Paper champ.
Paper champ. I mean, when I say stuff happens, it actually happens. That's why NWO is in the league. It's like literally everything that has been happening has happened. That's why we're winning. That's why I keep tying. I can't help it if I keep getting in ties.
You would one of you to put in some predictions last damn thing, but you didn't put none in.
Speaking of which, our fan predictions champion is our boy Big Silk Double O Reggie, the fan predictions champ. Congratulations, Reggie.
And how many matches did I get technically right? I know I ended up in a tie with Mike.
One of those shows you predicted perfectly, I think. And Kenny also did that on the night that he died.
Right.
Kenny,
it was Impact, Overdrive.
You predicted every single match. I was like, wow, and tied. That's just
the night I had it. Y'all motherfuckers want to copy my answers. God damn it! God damn it!
We got this voicemail from Reggie after that pay-per-view was over. It was pretty short, but it.
I am back. What it do, baby?
Matty Reigns sees you. Matty Reigns is forever.
Oh man, Mongo, did you get the part to Scott D beating up on Bully yet?
Having it right now.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
That
Wait till you
part was
see how
so
mad.
fun to see. That was
Yo,
fun to see for free.
He was whooping. He's tossing
he's
shit. It's
he's
those
really
are
whipping
those are
his
the
ass.
those are the free tickets that I ended up getting to that.
Oh,
show?
okay. Yeah.
You got to see Scott D'Amore beat up Bully Ray.
Yeah, we
Motherfucker
sat
was
up there.
cattle.
Yeah,
Like,
then after
he's
that,
pulling fucking cufflinks out and throwing them. He's like, all right.
oh yeah, he threw his phone at him. He threw his
Oh,
phone
it
at
gets
him.
better. Just keep watching it. But you know what? While you watching that, let's get into a little bit of wrestling news. I guess the biggest wrestling news right now, Margo, since you brought it up, is a possible return of someone to WWE.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. So we're gonna go into all the pay-per-views. We have to cover 3 real quick before we can really dive into it. But at Full Gear, we saw William Regal turn on Mox, which we all saw coming.
Right.
Saw it from a mile away.
Join MJF. Just because you know what? That's fair. That's a fair trade. I'll take that. Fuck the
Oh.
Clemson Tigers.
Oh, Reggie,
Oh,
you
shit.
got. Oh, that's what I'm talking
Look,
about.
he,
Talk that
he
shit.
got a challenger.
Challenge. Woo! Talk that shit.
So it turns out, according to PW Insider, that William Regal is set to leave this year. His contract expires this month. So he was there for not long. So clearly he signed for longer than this. I don't know if he just worked something out with Tony Khan or what. Maybe it's because his son's over there. He wants to go back and help his son out, you know.
Right.
But William Regal got attacked by MJF this week after helping him at Full Gear.
And died.
Took a shot to the back of the
No,
head
that
with some brass knuckles.
That motherfucker got cocoed right in the back of his goddamn head. He got cocoed.
He said, "You
Right.
need more people."
So it looks like, and I've yet to see, aside from PW Insider, I've yet to see confirmation, but they're usually pretty spot on. But it looks like Regal's leaving this month and he's heading back to WWE.
Yeah.
I guess they missed him screaming War Games.
Well, apparently they did, because Triple H shared a tweet before War Games happened, and he said it's just not the same.
Right.
And it's a video of Regal saying War Games.
Because that was the last thing I saw before I passed out. It was. I was sick. That was the last thing I saw, and I was just like, even in my sickness, I said that was weird of them to share. Okay.
Nah, Trips is like, yeah, you're gonna come on back, brother. Come on back to NXT. Now, if he comes back to NXT and he's running with HBK, that's gonna be a very interesting dynamic.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's back up. I'm looking at Twitch chat right now. I'm looking at how this looks at on Twitch. And the name that Reggie put for me is bleeped out like it's a slur.
What, Mongo?
Mongo. Is Mongo a slur?
I don't know.
Oh,
Been calling me that for like 5 years.
like, that's. I didn't know your real name was Greg until like
2 years ago.
right. Like it's been Mongo. Like what the fuck? Okay.
Until we get flagged for it, just keep calling me. I don't give a shit.
Now you got me looking this shit up. Is
I've never seen that before. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, Regal's son, if you don't watch NXT, is working NXT. He's fighting Andre Chase's group, sort of, kind of. And yeah, I'm assuming that's what happened. He wanted to come back and work with his son.
Hey Greg. Hey Greg, it is a slur.
For what?
It can be a slang term for huge or extremely in other unrelated sense. Mongo can be a slur for a stupid person.
That's just what I am, though. So
so
that's just what I don't. You can call me that. I don't get it. Should we stop? Should we get it?
In Irish slang, it's idiotic, stupid person.
Okay.
In Spanish,
I mean, like,
it's basically the word means stupid, Mongo.
and why is that being bleeped?
But I mean,
Who gives a fuck?
for Greg,
And
it's not like we're calling him stupid. It's literally because we're just for fans of Mongo McMichael. Anyway,
Right.
Mongo McMichael and like Mongo from fucking Blazing Saddles, they're big, dumb, beefy, dumb people. Like, yeah. And that's getting all right. Whatever. Y'all call me whatever you want. I don't give a shit.
Right.
I'm used to it at this point. I don't care anymore. So yeah, what do you think about Regal leaving? It's been less than a year. He did BCC. He helped Yuta a little bit. He kind of gave Mox some new direction, and he let MJF kill him. So a good year.
Listen, honestly, he did what he was supposed to do, and they didn't drag it out.
Well, they didn't drag it out because I mean, I guess if he had like Greg said, I could have swore his contract was longer. He said it was like something like 3 years at one point, and it went from being 3 years to like 6 months.
Yeah, I thought he had a 3-year deal. I think you're
So
right.
maybe he has an out. He had an out or something like, hey,
That motherfucker
after
had a
this
3
amount of time.
Y'all read that shit wrong. That shit was a 3-week deal.
He had maybe
Regal was on a 10-day NBA contract. They kept re-signing his ass every 10 days.
He was on a 90-day something.
Well, he ain't passed 90-day probation. He called out too much.
He said, "Fuck this shit." No, he got that. Him and Aleister Black got the same people that had them fucked up contracts. He got that fucked up AEW contract.
Well, Reggie, since you brought it up, Adam Cole is dealing with some really fucked up injuries right now. Bad concussion and neck problems. That he might not do a full-time schedule anymore. It's looking rough. Apparently, he was real beat up.
And was he this beat up? Was he this beat up when he was with WWE?
Let's see.
Does it have anything to do with every match he was in contained 855 spots, 75 Panama Sunrises?
So yeah, no one is the thing that's making people nervous is that nobody is talking about Adam Cole and that company at all as far as a possible return, any feud going forward, anything. He's
just like dead, basically.
Yeah. Like people are concerned because there's concern because like if you have no plan for him, even in like a year, how bad is this looking?
This is looking like a non-return.
Yeah. Also, I think Andrade has another bad injury.
Yeah, he tore
he tore his titty
for a pec. So like it's that injury bug is still fucking with AEW. It's staying there.
Like he was badly hurt, and what Kyle O'Reilly was hurt. Like
Bobby Fish got out unhurt, but also unwanted. So
right, that's hurt.
Right. When KR was with WWE, all he had to worry about was diabetes.
Hold on. What the fuck is this got on his back? Did you see what he has? These like fucking out of his tape.
Oh, you talking about those weird looking things on Moose's back?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
They're like those tape things, but they look the way he has them on his trunks. It made it look like he was like some super character.
Yeah, it looks.
They look stupid in person.
It looks like he's like got them stapled to his skin, like it's like a costume. I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. A lot of injuries.
It's crazy. I knew instantly what you were talking about.
He was trying to do a Brazilian. He was trying to do a Brazilian butt lift, and he fucked up. That's what it was. He tried to hit that BBL and
when he came out. I was like, why does he have him on like that?
Yeah, that's so weird.
That nigga cheeks hurt. He's trying to hold him up. That nigga cheater. He trying to hold up.
Yeah.
He is whooping Bupender's ass. Jesus Christ. He beat the shit out of this kid.
Oh, that was a hate crime. That was a straight up hate crime.
All right, let's get into going over these pay-per-views real quick.
All right,
'Cause
so
it's
we'll
like
talk about.
800 of them.
We're going to talk about just like we're going to highlight. We're not going to spend 30 minutes on each fucking thing. We don't have time for it. Sorry for missing last week. Thanksgiving, we didn't want to do shit.
Pretty much.
So the main things I want to talk about are the Guns and Bullet Club. It was a pre-show match. It looks like Bullet Club, Ace Austin and Chris Bay are going to go do the junior tag tournament in New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think they have re-signed Chris Bay for like another 3 years.
Yeah, he
Impact's
recently
also they also re-signed Tasha,
which is great for them. Awesome.
and I think
Awesome
they
move.
also re-signed Ace recently,
Mhm.
which is like 3 of the best young talents they have. So great stuff from them. We're about to get Motor City hopefully winning the tag belts off of Heath and Rhino because they don't need those belts.
But does Motor City need those belts?
No, but at least the belts look better on Motor City. Like at least it's like a legit tag team you want the belts. It's like the Good Brothers. The Good Brothers didn't need the belts, but like better have it on them. They don't need those belts.
Impact is kind of low right now on their tag scenario.
They are. They're in a weird spot where like their singles division and their women's division look a lot better than their tag division does.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that here. Bullet Ray beat Moose Tables match. It was all right. Death Dolls beat Savannah Evans and Tasha Steelz. When that happened, I thought Tasha was leaving. So I'm very surprised that I'm happy she signed. Mickey James beat Taylor Wilde, and it was a good match, but like you knew it was coming because
Mickey
Mickey's not
James
losing
and
this
Taylor
early.
Wilde. Right.
Mickey James also unfortunately lost her brother over the Thanksgiving weekend in a car crash.
that.
So prayers to Mickey James and her family. She said that also how Thanksgiving is like a rough time for her because she also lost her sister a few years ago around this time. So just it's a rough time for her. So prayers for Mickey and her family. Trey Miguel and Black Toros had a hell of a match for the X Division Championship, and Trey Miguel turned heel.
I love the new
Good.
trailer.
It's about time.
We're getting some personality out of Trey.
It's about time because there's been so long he could be the happy stoner.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's been so long he could be the happy stoner, especially when the rest of the happy stoners aren't there to back him up. You know,
Have they showed the new Trey yet? His first match. Have they showed that yet on
Not
TV?
yet.
No, he what you call it? They showed
I
his
think that's
promo
next
though.
week.
They showed his promo, and he spray painted the belt. They did show that.
I'll tell you, this is a Bill Denning is coming back for IPWF. So baby go, what is with you and big motherfuckers? Anyway,
big ugly motherfuckers. That's why she likes you, bro.
Damn.
Joe Hendry and Moose. Joe Hendry and Moose. Okay. I can do Joe Hendry and Moose.
You believe in Joe? You believe in Joe Hendry?
I damn sure. Let me tell you, I'll tell you all right now. Joe Hendry's been one of my favorite motherfuckers in wrestling for 10 years.
Yeah, you have talked about that motherfucker for a while.
He's one of the guys that I followed in the British scene before NXT UK happened. And I was like, how did they not sign Joe Hendry? So
at least he's actually fucking British.
Unlike somebody.
Fucking Ligero.
Trey beat Toros. Trey's heel X Division. I think it's the second championship. Great for Trey. That was a great match. Great win. Jordan Grace and Masha Slamovich. Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
This was 2 meaty women slapping meat. That's what this was.
I thought Masha's time was coming because I was like, who the fuck is Jordan not beaten yet? But Jordan still got it, and I'm happy with that. I was happy either way, but I like Jordan being the juggernaut that she is.
Jordan, and then on top of that, you can't. Mickey James is trying to go after this title.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the fucking up top of the mountain, not saying that Masha's not a really great wrestler, but you want that well-known name for Mickey the Goldens. The most famous female in Impact Wrestling right now is Jordan Grace.
Yeah,
Let's keep it real.
Jordan Mickey can be the main event of a pay-per-view.
Easily.
Like they could do
Easily.
that.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, Masha was great. Ended with the muscle buster through a door across the barricade, and I was. They did some shit
Impressed?
in this match that, yeah, it was impressive. But also scary.
Impressed.
And then we got Josh Alexander, Frankie Kazarian. Great match. Didn't need to be 32 minutes, but great match.
Did not need to be 32 minutes. And Frankie, I need to apologize to you because I have been saying for the longest, nobody wants old ass Frankie. Frankie, keep lacing your boots up. Keep lacing your boots up until you decide, brother. Because Bravo, you be put on a fucking hell of a match. He's put on a hell of a couple of good matches. I can't even lie. Frankie been doing his thing.
Frankie is legit. He's
He
legit.
He is.
There are guys that are his age that came up with him.
I'm watching his ass right now against Steve Macklin. I'm watching his ass.
Oh, that match was good as hell.
There are guys that are there right now that are his age that came up with him. They kind of lost a step or two. Frankie hasn't lost shit. Frankie is still good.
This match with him and Macklin right now was real fucking good. Wait till you get to this shit.
Apparently, someone's leaving Impact after this show tonight. Do you know who it is, Matt?
Someone's leaving Impact after tonight?
Yeah, after the show they're airing tonight. Because Tom and Dreamer on Busted Open said that someone that wrestles tonight is leaving. And right now it's like Moose, Bhupinder, not Mickey, Rich Swann and Bully, Macklin and Kazarian. And then I think there was a knockouts match, but I can't remember who's in it. And like none of these people look like they should be leaving. Maybe Kazarian going back to AEW, I guess. I don't know.
That's the only one I could think of because they didn't. Rich Swann got hate crime. So, and then what? You have Mickey versus Deanna, and
I think Deanna resigned, didn't she?
Deanna
resigned.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know who. I'm guessing it's either. Does Speedball doesn't wrestle? Does Speedball wrestle tonight? They don't know.
Speedball does not wrestle on that episode. Not tonight's episode.
I don't know who it would be then, but apparently somebody's leaving tonight, so we'll see who it is. Anyway, so
unless it's Bully Ray.
Man,
because Bully Ray did all of that and then he disappears for the rest of we don't see him for the rest of the night.
Interesting. I wonder why. Okay. So Overdrive ends with Bully telling Josh, "Congratulations on your win. I told you that when I call my shot, I'm gonna do it to your face. I'm gonna meet you at the next pay-per-view, which is I think
against
is it Hard to Kill?
Hard to Kill.
Hard to Kill?
Yeah.
So Hard to Kill, he's gonna meet him, and then Josh is celebrating with his family, and boom, Bully sidelines him like we all knew what's gonna happen.
Right.
Beats him with a chair, like, all right, yeah, whatever. Okay, Bully, yeah.
Then grabs his wife.
Josh's wife, pulls her by the hair over the barricade.
And is about to Mae Young her ass.
And while Josh is about to, he said, I swear to God, Josh,
give me your belt. Your belt. And he gives him the belt. And I'm like, oh, you gonna hurt this man's life.
It's got a little bit more heated than I thought it was gonna get.
Right.
I was like, this is gonna be like the regular old Bully Ray. You know who I like this. No, he's back there attacking the wife. All right, well, that's a heat getter.
Okay, yeah. And
that scene of Josh holding his wife and them backing away, all right, fair enough. All right, that was good. That was
right.
Solid. Overall, Overdrive was pretty fucking fun for a regular, not even a pay-per-view, just a special event.
Impact Plus today. Mm-hmm.
I would give it a B plus. Solid show. I wouldn't really skip anything. I think it's all got fun stuff. As it was Full Gear,
Oh boy.
the good stuff was fantastic. The
The
good
good
stuff
stuff
was
was
some of the best stuff you'll see that week, but the rest of it was not there.
And then on top of that, it was 80 hours long. Good grief. Like, I'm tired of starting a pay-per-view in one day and ending it the next. Literally.
I think it ended just before midnight.
There were
Like
two matches that
11:58.
there were 2 matches that were under 10 minutes. And of those matches, 3 of them were under 15. So 8 matches were 15 minutes or more on this card.
Oh my goodness.
That includes the pre-show.
Oh my god. Those poor fans.
So real quick, we'll go over the pre-show. Best Friends beat Factory. Starks beats Brian Cage. He ends up winning the tournament to become #1 contender. And Kingston beats up Jun Akiyama. All right. I hope Brian Cage does more work.
Like, that match was literally just for Eddie Kingston. It's like, congrats. I'm with Manga, like, okay.
Like, it's a dream match. Like,
for you.
Who knows?
Who's dream? Like Eddie's dream. Like, oh, okay, all right. Well, that's cool. All right.
But that goes back to what you call it, AEW thinking that all their fans are NW New Japan fans or Pro Noah fans. They think all their fans know every single Japanese wrestler. No, they do not, Tony Khan. You got to stop doing that.
Oh, ain't nobody know that dude. Everybody they were only excited because they remember Eddie Kingston dropped dude's name in an interview saying that was his dream match. And then here he is. And it's like, oh, well, we know what's about to happen. Oh, look at this Hallmark moment. Okay, hurry up, get this over with.
Sure enough.
So the show starts off with Jungle Boy beating Luchasaurus in a cage match.
Good match. Really good match.
Yeah.
Good match.
Jungle Boy finally gets the one he needs.
Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
Jake Cargill beats Nyla Rose.
She got her belt back. She got her belt
back. Then fired Kira.
Well,
Kira, man, I feel so bad for Hogan. I really do.
She should have stayed in Impact.
Yeah. We were talking about that last night, I think, about how like Ethan Page and Kira Hogan, the people that we thought were going to be the stars of those tag teams,
are doing nothing in AEW
doing
right now.
Nothing. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks to see it.
Miss Karate Man.
Jericho beat Brian, Claudio, and Sammy in a 4-way for the ROH World Title.
That one surprised me.
That
one surprised me that he won. I thought if anything, Sammy may have won. I thought Sammy was going to win, and I thought Sammy was going to win by like pinning Jericho. That's how I thought like Sammy would do something like that.
Because that would mean that we're going to end the Jericho group when we're supposed to, and that's not going to fucking happen. We're going to keep every Jericho stable going 2 years too late.
And then just restart another one.
Has Sammy been with Jericho this entire time? I feel like he's been there nonstop.
He had like a 2-3 month break max from Jericho, but was still involved with a storyline with him, but not in his stable.
It's exhausting, dude. It's so tiring. But it was good. I saw someone on Twitter talking about how ROH Jericho is the best Jericho we've gotten in AEW, and I kind of agree.
Yeah,
I kind of agree.
The sports entertainer is
he is
good.
This is
the sports entertainer is putting on good wrestling matches.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know if I like the sports entertainer thing better than his like original world title run, but the matches are so much better. He is having great matches.
More than likely.
Nice.
More than likely.
I mean, Kiera was talking shit on Twitter anyway, so I'm like, well, she's obviously not fired.
I just want Kiera to have good things. She deserves it because she's so fucking good. It's just, damn it, man.
It's honestly, it's not gonna work for the simple fact of Jade has a more dominant personality. She has a more dominant look than her. Like
Yeah,
they
they're
both
both
have that I'm the baddest in the room gimmick.
they're both incredibly charismatic. It's just that Jade just
Stands the fuck out.
yeah, she does. And I hate that because I do like Kira a lot better. It's just that Jade's got a lot of star power.
She
Right.
has
Jade looks like a professional wrestling athlete.
She said on Dynamite, she said if someone that wasn't watching Dynamite turned on the show and saw me, they would say that I was the main attraction.
And she's not fucking lying.
Yeah, because she said it. I was like, MJF ain't even came out yet, or MJF already been out there, and you already hit the nail on the head.
Right.
You look like you are the star.
We're not knocking MJF or anybody else.
Right.
It's just like Jade Cargill. They present her above everybody else as like the number one at all.
And they
times.
do a great job of that shit. And
down to her interest music. It's like you hear that guitar riff. It's like, oh, here comes Jade.
You're like, oh, what's this sexy motherfucker walking right here? Who is
like?
You know what? She grabs your attention the way that Selma Hayek grabbed the attention of everybody in the bar from Dusk Till Dawn. Remember how everybody was like stuck, just like, that's how she grabs your attention when she walks into a room.
What's that song? That is it like on repeat, or do you let's like in the playlist? So yeah, I'm happy. You know, I want Kira to have a good thing. It's going to another women's match with Saraya and Britt Baker. It was fine, but like,
it wasn't needed.
It wasn't needed. It wasn't
needed.
Oh.
It was an outcome that we knew was going to happen.
There was no heat to it. No one really cared.
Yeah,
and I
she
say
led
that
to a match.
Being a Saraya Page fan, I say that being like, that was fun.
I didn't realize how many screams during matches until that. I was like, how much she screams during matches.
Oh yeah, that's her thing. She screams and like high pitch
grunts and I'm like, yo, just shut up and do the headlock. I'm like, what?
When the crowd is quiet, you can really notice it.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yo, shut up and just do the drop kick. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell is this, yo?
Next up was the TNT Championship match: Samoa Joe, Wardlow, and Hobbs.
Fuck
and
that match.
That match.
That's a match that cost Matty Reigns his points.
That match.
Who the fuck would have thought Samoa Joe?
But you know what? I don't mind it.
I don't mind it at all.
As long as Joe can stay fucking healthy. As long as Joe can keep his ass healthy, I want Joe as a dominant fucking.
Oh, he better stay healthy since he got costing me.
Did you see Wednesday? They Joe playing the semi-scared role with Wardlow.
Wardlow, yeah, and I don't like that. I don't like Joe being afraid of anybody.
You know, I'm laughing so hard because I'm thinking of fucking Steve Smith, American Dad, when he had a dream where he was playing.
What I was thinking of. And he Marina Sharapova.
I'm over there coughing from the oxygen. I'm over here coughing because I smoked too much goddamn weed. Oh gosh. That was a good one, Reggie. Look at this. Coming in the chat is our predictions champion, Our boy Street Captain Tito talking about Samoans run the world. God damn it, Puerto Rican Bronson Reed. But you all right, Margo? Yeah,
that's
that's
good.
Steve
That's
Smith.
funny. Got me. No, just the second Reggie said that's the first thing I thought of, and I lost it. That's just so funny.
Right.
I didn't pop. They know American Dad like the back of their hand. Now, if it's like
Yo,
just Scrubs or something like that, that's me and Mongo.
Yeah.
nah, American Dad is
if it's wrestling themes, that's me and Mongo.
what you call it? When it comes to
No,
American
shit.
Dad, come to American Dad. Nah, me and Margo got American Dad, and me and Family got down, yo.
This is the best. This is the best time of year for American Dad. All the fucking Christmas specials where they're fighting Santa.
Oh man, we about to get Bob Todd. We about to get
Bob
Bob Todd. So Bob Todd is about to come.
Robert Todford Williams.
But you can call me Bert.
All right, so Jesus Christ. Next up, Sting and Darby beat Jeff and Jay Lethal. Sting is still undefeated in AEW.
Excuse me? What? Sting is still undefeated in AEW.
He's lost
That
a
old
match.
man has never lost a match.
No, that's why whenever he's on pay-per-view, you always go Sting. He's not
Did y'all
lost a
see
match.
that story? It was like Colt Cabana or someone said they had a conversation with Sting, and then like 2 hours later they were talking to Sting, and Sting didn't remember talking to him.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna need you to go find that, Matt, because we're gonna want to talk about that. That's true.
It's like, well, damn,
that.
Sting.
I need you to find that now.
Right. Like, did Stinger have an old man moment? What
Let me
the
go
fuck?
find it.
But Sting has not
I
lost.
did have to get some oxygen.
Right.
Yeah, Sting's undefeated in AEW.
I mean,
But he's also like in matches that don't really matter. So like his tag matches with Darby.
Yeah.
So like
he's
I'm fine with it because Sting is elevating people, but he's not like beating motherfuckers in singles action. You know what I mean? Like I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. This is the best thing has been used since like
I'm just
TNA.
afraid that 78, 900-year-old man no selling these moves. It's going fucking.
I had a bet with a buddy of mine from Sports Key that was how many minutes into the match until the guitar hits Sting and he no sells it.
I found it.
It's like over under on 5 minutes. You found it? All right, here we go.
Oh boy.
He said,
This is Colt Cabana.
yeah, this is Colt Cabana. So apparently, if anyone ever meets Brian Myers and you've met him in the past and you tell him that you've met him before, he says, I don't remember you. No, I never met you.
Brian Myers does that?
Yeah, Brian Myers does that. And then Colt Cabana says, it happened to me. He said, with Sting, he said, fuck, I did it to Sting. Me and Sting had an hour-and-a-half conversation at an airport on a layover together. I thought we became best friends. Then he signed with AEW. I was like, hey, remember me? I was in the airport. We talked for like 2 hours. Was it about God? I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Then I just walked away.
Sting didn't remember. Was it about God? Wait, what?
He said, oh my God, I'm sorry. Then I just walked away. No, hi, I'm Colt. To me, it's like, how could you not remember that? Apparently, Sting was just like, no, I don't remember you, bro.
Was it about God? That's what got me. I don't like.
He said, I was like, hey, remember me, Sting? I was in the airport. We talked for like 2 hours. Was it about God? He said, I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry.
Is Mr. Steve Borland religious?
You didn't
Hey,
know that? Sting's
Yeah,
a
he's
born
a
again
super,
Christian.
super born again Christian.
After
He
his
on the HBK.
booger sugar days, he went like HBK. He found God, got right with his wife, and he's done like Christian movies. And
I think there is. I have seen the video. I have to find it again. There is a video.
is it about the pastor.
It's a video of Sting wrestling, and it's like Christian wrestling, and he's saved by Shawn Michaels.
I've seen one where he's saved by his pastor. His pastor comes in and he's like, "Be gone!" and he hits him with the jacket, and the heels run away like it's the devil. What's going on, Mike? You came in a weird time.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the hell is going on here? What's good, fellas? What's good with
Mike
y'all?
also did not win, like the rest of us. We're all losers here.
Yes, yeah. And I was this close to switching the theory. I was this close. I'm like,
I should have just went with Bloodline.
I don't know why you didn't go Bloodline on that, man. I don't know. Like, why would they're not gonna lose when Roman's in the match? He ain't gonna lose.
Yeah, that's why I picked them. I'm like, they ain't losing.
If Roman isn't in the match, yeah, they lose 100%. But with Roman in there, he won't lose shit.
Right.
I can't wait
Mike,
to
we're
talk
talking
about that.
All right, let's go to let's keep going because this whole Jesus.
We're talking full gear.
Jesus
we can talk
past the slap jacket.
About Full Gear.
Past the slap jacket.
Real quick, did you watch Overdrive? Did you see any of like Masha and Jordan Grace and Josh Alexander and Kazarian? That was the weeks
I
ago.
did. Yeah,
it was
I
like,
did.
What'd you think of it?
Yeah.
Overall, good show.
Oh yeah, Impact is always a good show with Impact. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I did think that Alexander and Kazarian was a little bit too long, but it was still
That's the first thing we said was like, didn't need to be 35 minutes, but
that match was long as shit, but it was a good fucking match. And Trey Miguel and Black Taurus, woo.
Pretty much highlight the same ones that we said.
Yeah, that's exactly. We all have very similar taste.
Trey Miguel is a heel. Woo.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh, it's gonna be good. I can't wait. So we're doing full gear. Jamie Hayter defeated Tony Storm for the championship. After this match, the next Wednesday, we learned that Thunder Rosa is gone as far as being the champion. She has relinquished the belt. So Jamie Hayter is now champion, but also Tony
They're going to recognize Tony Storm's reign.
Is recognized as a champion, yes, which is fantastic. Good for Tony.
That's how you retroactively fix all your bullshit. That's how you do it.
Thank you for just like getting rid of this shit. No, we're just gonna make this normal. We're gonna give you your fucking flowers while you're here.
They saw they saw this bottle cap as the asterisk, and they just said,
Is it?
You know what it is? Because they heard all the backlash that people were saying about Mox. Like Mox being called the fucking interim champ and got to fight to prove that he's the real fucking champion. He's the one that's being there right now. Like people were pissed off about that shit. So he was like, you know what? We ain't gonna go through this no more. We ain't gonna do this again. Yeah, you the champ.
That was my biggest gripe during the summer. Like when Punk was gone. Like I'm like, whoever's defending the belt, whoever has the belt at the time, should be recognized as the actual champ. Like it just makes sense. And I don't know how you guys feel, but there's not one memorable moment that I can remember during Tony Storm's reign.
Not really. I remember her having a lot of matches. I just don't remember like a lot of.
It was marred by the interim. That's why.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like every time they're like, she's not the real champion, and like you don't care as much. And I feel because Tony Storm I don't think anybody here dislikes Tony Storm. But it was one of those things where
beat upside our head that she's not the actual champion now. After she loses, she was the real champion. No, you told us she was the big champion.
It's like I didn't care about her reign whatsoever. And yeah, and like Matt said, is because of that interim title, that interim tag on the belt. Like, I mean, I'm so glad that they got rid of that, and I'm glad that Jamie Hayter is finally champ. But hopefully they learn. Don't put this interim tag on the titles no more.
Like Toni Storm took the biggest L of all of that because she won the title. She never got she won, but we were like, Jamie Hayter won, and we're going crazy for her. And on top of that, it's like, oh, not only did you win, guess what? You're the real champ now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! And it's like, well, here you are, Toni Storm. You're
right.
like, you're the 1999 San Antonio Spurs. The
lockout champ.
People wanted Jamie at that show earlier in the 4-way.
Yeah.
So I'm glad, just like the Acclaim, they ended up just rectifying it later.
And I also thought of it as this. Thunder Rosa, petty as shit. Fuck you.
Petty
as fuck. You waited until they took that title off of Toni Storm to finally say your ass wasn't coming back. Petty as shit. That's all that was.
Mm-hmm. But it's always somebody else. It's not her. Okay.
Matt, you got a question?
It might be Deanna.
If Deanna didn't resign, then her contract expires this month.
Oh, what now? What happened?
Tommy Dreamer on Busted Open today said that someone that wrestles on the show today is leaving, or their contract is done after this show. And we've been trying to figure out who it is because it was like Moose, Rich Swann.
Is Chelsea Green on the show?
Ray. Chelsea Green she left like a month ago.
I mean, that makes sense because her and Mickey is having, and hopefully that'll be the last match of their feud.
But I wouldn't think that Deanna would be leaving, considering the fact that her and Macklin just got married.
Maybe. I mean, maybe she ends up staying around. But I mean, like, what else can Deanna do in Impact? She's already like the longest reigning Knockouts champion ever, I think. Well, not behind Jordan. Jordan, I think, is about to pass her. She's like a multi-time champion, a multi-time tag team champion. Like, what else is there for her to really do? She's already reached the top of the company.
Take the men's championship. Impact.
I don't know if they're ever going to do that again.
Yeah, I think Tessa fucked that up.
Tessa ruined that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I can't see Deanna just like catching someone and like get them in a fucking submission out of nowhere, but like them putting it on Tessa and it immediately backfiring on them and making it like the worst 6 months of their business, and then COVID happened right afterwards. That will never happen again. And it's a shame because like you could have Deanna, you could have Jordan, you could have fucking Rosemary or Taya. Like you'd have any of them be more champion.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just not going to happen. Or Tasha. It's not going to happen there. We'll get to the next match. It is the Acclaimed and Swerve in Our Glory tag title rematch. Good. Glad it's over.
Right. It served its purpose. It did what needed to be done. They finally have split Swerve in Our Glory.
It's the rubber match. It's over, and now we get heel solo Swerve. And then MJF beat Mox for the belt with some help from William Regal.
With the brass knuck.
We were confused about why it happened this way because he could have beat him by himself with the diamond ring.
Right.
But then Regal stopped it, and then he slid him his brass knuckles later on in the match.
Mm-hmm.
And we found out this past week on Dynamite, he says it was to send Moxley a message about working with villains. All right.
Right.
And then MJF
he said, but it was the wording that he said too. He said, he told me if I wanted to win, I had to use the brass rings. Right. Mm-hmm. Come on, that's another shot.
Had to reach for the brass ring. But it's MJF. MJF is allowed to take all the shots he wants because his whole character is like 90s ECW Rob Van Dam, where it's, hey, I'm only here until my contract's up. and then the real company is going to hire me. That's his whole character.
Right.
So he is allowed to take as many shots as he wants. He can talk about Trips and Tony or Nick Khan as much as he wants to. That is his deal. When the other rest of the roster does it, that's when it gets a little much. MJF, that's what he's supposed to do.
Right. It's like that's what I was trying to say last night. It's like when you have like Matt Cardona pre like all the championships he won before all that, like when he's just fresh Zack Ryder and he's just I'm Matt Cardona now and he's saying all that, you're gonna be like, all right, bro, you playing too much.
Always
and
ready.
then the next week it's Miro saying it. Then the next week it's Christian saying it. Okay, y'all doing too much.
Jeff Jarrett
y'all.
said it 2 weeks after he left WWE.
He needs to just stick to his flat nut.
And nigga said it his first
Yeah.
promo. Jared said it his first promo. First promo. First off, fuck WWE and the click they claim.
I think he said it every promo he's had since. He's been like, those
Slap
motherfuckers
nuts.
know how to run. Like yeah. I think he's taking a shot every time he's spoken. It's
He
crazy.
dude, they just gave your ass a job.
He don't
Like,
care. He
dude.
know he's safe.
He's in there like, dude. Tripp's sitting there like, nigga, I just gave you a job. You told me you was going on vacation. What the fuck is this shit? Yo,
Oh man.
all right. What's the next one? Oh, next up we got
We got
War Games.
we got Survivor Series, yeah, War Games. So real quick, while I'm getting this card pulled up, what did y'all think of Full Gear and comparing it to Overdrive?
Overdrive, of course, was better.
Right.
Overdrive, of course, was better.
Is it just because
But
it was shorter,
I will-
where it wasn't like a
Basically.
5-hour thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much it. If they'd have shortened it down, I would give them a good. I would give Full Gear a good B plus if it was shorter. But because it wasn't that short, I gotta give it a B.
Okay.
I gotta give it a B.
All right. Let's see. Next up is Survivor Series War Games. So first off, they got the announcer from NXT to call the War Games match for the women,
That was dope.
which is cool. Yeah, that was awesome. Happy for her. I also didn't know that woman was already like an established like rock star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like
Yeah.
a drummer for a few bands. I had no idea. That's cool.
Mhm.
Which makes sense to why she's able to do like the whoa, like she has that deep fucking voice for it. That makes sense that she can do that. It's Team Belair and Team Damage Control.
It was
It wasn't great.
okay.
It's hard. It's hard to judge those matches, like especially. This is my opinion, especially with the women, because you got a lot of these women who probably never been in that type of environment, and then you got weapons, and then you got these spots. So, I mean, they had a few like rough spots, a couple botches here and there, but I like, you know what? I'll let it slide because of the type of match that they're in.
because of the type of match there is, I don't expect anything to be smooth. It's supposed to be chaos. It's supposed to be chaos. I do get that, but I
think that's why you should only have
Unnecessary.
one. You should only have one War Games match at pay-per-view. You shouldn't have two. I think one clears a lot of the problems up. Because like you're splitting spots of what you can do.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
And like these were both 40 minutes, and it was like it's a lot of waiting around for the match to actually start, man. It's a lot of just it's not that War Games is bad. War Games is good. It's just like you can't do more than one on a show. It gets exhausting.
Yeah, that could have been just a traditional Survivor Series match.
Mm-hmm. And it didn't have to build for a War Games match, really.
Right.
And it's partly because I love Damage Control. Y'all know I love Bailey. the build and the feud with her and Bianca has just been fucking terrible. And it's
For
nobody's
sure.
fault. It's nobody's fault but the writers. Like they're all great. It's just Jesus.
Right, because the actual matches have been good.
Mm-hmm.
The
Bianca
actual
and Bailey
matches,
will always deliver.
The matches have been good. The execution of the feud has been terrible.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
And
what-
then that leads to I know we'll talk about that a little later, but yeah, damage control.
It's a shame because like when they came in at SummerSlam, they were one of the hottest things going in wrestling, and it just they dropped the ball. This is probably the
Yeah.
biggest drop ball in the Triple H era.
But the crazy thing with them is they really haven't technically dropped the ball because we knew Bailey wasn't going to beat Bianca for the most part. We knew she wasn't going to
Right.
beat her. They still got titles. The two main people that need titles have titles. Bailey doesn't
Yeah.
need
But they
a
have,
title at
they
the
have,
moment.
but they have irrelevant titles. That's the thing.
No.
That's the problem.
The problem was that
They
they
have
pulled the trigger
irrelevant
later than they
titles.
should have. They didn't win the tournament for the belts. They should have won the tournament for the belts instead of like
Right.
losing and then getting them. Like they should have just won the belts flat out. Them losing, winning. It just they don't feel dominant
Right.
at
And,
all.
like they're already 2-time champs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they are, yeah.
But they have no
And-
challengers, so they have no way of really establishing any dominance because the only other tag team is Alexa and Asuka, and
Right.
that's basically done.
That's why I said they're irrelevant champs. They have
And like
It's a title with no division.
And like me and Kenny were talking about this on the thread Monday night, how at the time, like you said, Mongo, it was one of the hottest things going, mainly because it added much needed depth to that women's locker room, and the fact that we rarely see female stables at that, which that was cool. But yeah, when you don't have the main belt in that stable, it defeats the purpose of having it. It's like, well, what's your purpose? What are you damaging, really?
And another thing too, I don't think Io and Dakota didn't need the push from Bailey when they came up. They were well known. They were known enough within the WWE fan base that they could have came up on their own as singles competitors. Because I'm gonna bring it up one more time. The women's tag titles on both NXT and the main roster are irrelevant because there's not enough tag teams to go around.
Right.
NXT just split up a top tag team
Right.
for no
Yeah.
reason.
Well,
There's not
I
enough-
said that from the get go. That the
Right.
titles were they only should have been. There should only be one set of titles. There's no point in there being a main set and a baby set.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah, they had it right. They had it right during the original run with Bailey and Sasha, when they had them just bounce between all three brands. That's when they had it right.
That's what it was supposed to have been.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to have been.
Yeah. My thing about that though, Kenny, is I don't think they were billing it as Bailey bringing up these two rookies, because they talked about all three of them as if they knew who they were. Bailey was like, these women were top whoever, whenever, wherever they were, and always got mistreated.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they were supposed to be looked at as a super group, but they just weren't booked as one. They made it seem like they were like a group of super top talent women,
Right.
but they have
Who
never
were
been booked.
overlooked.
Yeah,
But my whole thing is, how is that possible when Io and Bailey were both NXT champion? Only person that wasn't an NXT champion was Dakota.
I don't know how Io got overlooked. Dakota makes
Right.
sense because Dakota should have won that belt 3 times over. But Dakota could have beat Shayna. She could have beat
Io.
Raquel. She could have beat Io. Like, she could have beat a lot of people. She could beat Mandy. Shit.
she didn't get hurt. Like, anyway, so yeah, that match it had good moments in it, but it wasn't what it should have been for this kind of
That match, I give that match a C+.
That's fine. AJ Styles beat Finn Balor for the first win on pay-per-view for him since 2019.
That was shocking.
It wasn't shocking. It was
Yeah.
Finn won the first time.
Well, it was shocking that
AJ.
he's had such a
No.
long drought.
That's what I was talking about. Not the fact that AJ won the drought. I'm like, when I heard that, I was like, wait a minute, he hasn't won a pay-per-view since 2019. Like, no way. I'm like, but he wins all the damn time.
Yeah,
He
apparently
just
that
doesn't win the big one.
Which is weird because Matt keeps track of points. You think we would have realized? I was about to say we, it ain't us, it's Matt.
And I just be like, oh, he lost. Oh, he lost. Unless it's NWO. Now, if he was on NWO, I probably would be like, yeah, I ain't never drafting this dude ever.
Absolutely not.
So yeah, so AJ won a good match, real good match. I don't know, man. Again, I know feud on Raw that's just like
It's time for them to do something else.
Wasn't the Boneyard match in 2019?
I think so.
Damn, he died. He literally died in that match and kept losing.
Yeah. Taker Kirk, he was literally buried. Like, you know, it's good that Edge's got the OC with him. Judgment Day's just like a vehicle for Rhea, really, I think.
Yeah.
This is all built around Rhea and Bianca. And Mania.
Yeah, she's the leader. Yeah, Rhea's the leader of that group. She's the leader of that group.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's the leader of a lot of groups.
What did y'all think of Rhea and Dom going to Ray's house and beating his ass?
Now, why would you ask me a question like that?
I just want to hear what y'all say about it.
Okay. If anybody didn't notice, I don't really like Rey Mysterio like that anymore because I don't know. I'm not a kid. I know wrestling is fake. I can't suspend disbelief for him. He's too little. No, it ain't happening. Kenny's bigger than him. Everybody can beat this dude's ass. No. So do I love seeing?
I gotta mute myself. Hold on.
I love seeing his nephew, son, and his girlfriend
Dominatrix wife.
Dominatrix. I love seeing Baby Eddie and Super China pull up at Thanksgiving and beat him down
in front of the kids.
In front of the kids. I love that. He deserves it. He can have that.
So you just gonna do that, Jody, in front of my son, Jody? That's exactly.
He can have that happen to him every Thanksgiving for all I care.
Every Thanksgiving, every Sunday after church, every weekend.
Should have shoved the turkey up his ass.
When they drug his little ass across the floor, I hollered. I fucking hollered. When they drug, like, you know how you pull a little kid away from a toy? They drug his little ass across. I was like, get him, step on his ass. Step on it.
And it's not like we hate Rey Mysterio. It's just like a term of endearment at this point. It's like, bruh. Like, no. Every time he wins now, it's
like,
wow.
Motherfucker, get out of here, yo. I'm sorry. Folks, I'm not, as we all know from looking at this podcast, I am definitely the smallest stature of the people on this podcast, okay? I'm actually not the shortest. I'm actually a little bit taller than Jeremy, believe it or not. Just by like this much. Like this much. But as we know, I'm the smallest in stature here, right? If my little ass still is taller and outweighs you, there's no way 619 and a motherfucking thing, okay? You gonna get me to believe you can Frankenstein the Big Show? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You want me
you
to
see-
believe that you can motherfucking do a sit down senton and
well,
nigga,
shit.
I have tried that in a street fight and niggas have caught me in mid fucking air like, what the fuck is your little ass doing? And tried to slam me. What the hell? Nah.
Well, shit. When you saw the match a couple weeks ago with Gunther, I was sitting here with the lemon booty, like I know goddamn well. They about to have Ray.
Oh no, I don't even get worried. Half the time when I see Ray in a match, I don't even be like, I'm just like, yeah, I know. When it was him versus Gunther, I was just like, yeah, I ain't even worried because I know what's gonna happen. He gonna slap the shit out of him. Like,
I was like, I just can't. I'm sorry. If you
y'all
little
was
as
worried.
me,
I was just sitting here with the same exact face. Like, come on.
Man, my booty hole was clenched
Come
up,
on.
boy, watching
I
that
was just
match.
sitting up here waiting. As soon as he was
Because you know what it is?
Boom! I was like, yep.
Because you know what it is? Ray has like 800 million sneaky fans. So just to get those fans happy, they'll give his ass a win. That's what it is, yo. And like I said, I'm sorry. I can't believe nobody smaller than me is out here doing the things that he's doing. Come on, no.
Especially at damn
no.
near, especially at damn near 50. This motherfucker's middle age now, so damn near middle age. So ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
I am over 40 years old. I can tell you for a fact. When you get to be 40 years old, there is something that you do on a common basis that you're now afraid of. Want to know what it is? It's sneezing. You are afraid to sneeze when you get over 40 because you are afraid you're gonna pull something, pop something, hurt something, or something might get stuck. Okay? Don't fucking sneeze, stretch, or yawn after the age of 40 because your ass might be stuck. So if this you gonna tell me that this little anti-arthritis midget is out here still able to do that? Nah. Nah. It's the hardest thing to explain to wrestling fans.
Right.
That was the beginning of the end of kind of my fandom of kind of like suspending my disbelief for wrestling when it came to him. I could understand the first time he won the world title. I could understand that. That was perfect. It was a great story. When he started winning it multiple times, and he's beating people like Big Show. Remember on the old SmackDown versus Raw games when they used to not have physics and all that, like every play into factor, and Rey Mysterio would just pick up Big Show.
No,
Like your little person would just be like, "Oops, boom."
No, hold on. No, it's not that we can't get with short guys winning a belt. We can't see fucking the Hispanic Willow beating up a normal fucking size person. I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't see it. I can't see it. Like I can't. I can't, yo. Like I said.
It's not even. It's that they've done it so many times, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
Right.
He's not surprised. It's not surprising. What do you mean? What do you mean? No, y'all should know if you're fighting Rey Mysterio that he's going to pull some type of bullshit to either he's going to fall on you, something's going to happen. He's going to be spry.
That's another thing. That's another thing with Rey Mysterio. Okay, all through the match when he tried to get a quick pin, yeah, motherfuckers is straight bench pressing his ass completely off of them, and he's flying 500 feet. But when it's time for the goddamn 1, 2, 3, all of a sudden people's arms too tired. Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
For the whoever is going to leave Impact thing, it wasn't anybody that we thought it was.
Who was it?
I just saw it. Someone got killed off.
Oh, no wonder I didn't see it.
It's still on right now. Who's getting killed off?
Keep watching. I'm gonna let you watch it yourself. Anyway, back to Survivor Series. Ronda beat Shotzi. We all saw that coming. It was not great.
7 minutes.
It should have been a
Oh,
3-minute match.
That was a
Yo,
long ass
Ronda-
7 minutes.
Ronda is
Shotzi is
so-
gonna kill. No. You know what? Ronda has gotten a little bit better. I will
No,
say
she
that.
has not. She has not.
Yes.
She has gotten worse.
No, she hasn't gotten worse. She hasn't gotten worse. She's gotten a little bit better. She's gotten a little bit better. What
This is
is
gonna
Eric
die.
Young doing to Dina? Is he gonna shank him? What in the shit?
Right.
What the shit?
I'm over here watching it now because I'm like, they ain't show us none of this when we went.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck you, Impact.
Anyway,
That shit sucks.
Ronda and Shotzi had a bad match. Sucks. Feel bad for Shotzi. Hey,
That
Ronda.
match was bad.
Yeah. No, it says about
It is.
Shotzi. She has not been able to do that Gargano DDT on the apron ever. It's never looked good with her.
No.
That's what- I don't know why she tried.
Shotzi's gonna break her neck trying to dive through the ropes. Also, does he have a finger in his eye? What the shit is this?
Next up, we got. I'm just gonna let y'all keep watching that. Next up, we got Austin Theory beating Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley for the U.S. title.
Great fucking match.
Good
Great
match.
fucking
Yeah.
match.
That was a great.
Great ending.
Yeah,
Really
that super
great
curb
ending.
stomp to Bob. Yeah, that was nasty. That was dirty.
That was a great and the way that Theory actually won by kind of just falling over on top. That worked
It was
perfect.
smart.
That worked. That worked. Still can't get over the fact that Austin Theory is not British, but we'll get into that another day in life.
I'm mad that he was presented by Beyblade.
Right. And then you know what's funny about that? Raven walked in was like, they still make Beyblades? Beyblades? That's the first
was-
thing I was like, they still make Beyblades?
I was sitting up here watching Survivor Series this morning. I was like, why?
What is Angela Davis over here getting mad about? Oh my G, what the shit?
What
Did
the
he
fuck?
just stab Ewok?
Mm.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Seth Rollins saw the error of his ways
Oh wow.
and married himself an Irish woman.
We did. So yeah, EY, I guess, is no longer with Impact Wrestling. They just stabbed him in the heart. He's-
Wow.
EY is no longer with
Oh,
Oh, my God.
Oh.
All right, well, Matt, did you see EY anywhere else when you were there?
No, but they did have a match
Oh.
with Violent by Design, but it was just with Diener and them out there. But I was thinking just like EY just wasn't there. I ain't know he got killed.
They killed EY off. I
Nah,
wonder if
EY got shanked. This is the very. I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen. I have watched wrestling for a very long time. This was my first wrestling murder.
Because
Yeah.
Diener was
You didn't-
acting real. I was like, yo, this is a new side of Diener. I ain't never seen Diener act like this. He was
I've
really,
seen
very leadership-like.
wrestling. I've seen so-called wrestling murders. You know, where cars are blowing up, people have gotten thrown over the bridge, and you know you didn't see them or whatever, like they came up. But an actual jail shanking? No, I've never seen that in wrestling.
Kenny, we have told me and Matt. I know I've told you
Impact
about
kills.
all the murders Impact has done in the past like 5 years. No, Mickey James came back from death. Mickey James got run over by a train.
I said I personally have never seen it. I know you guys have said Impact does it.
Yeah,
But
I
this
thought you
was-
might have gone to one of them too. I thought you might have
Johnny
gone and checked them out.
Bravo. We saw him almost die.
Yeah,
This
Like,
was
He got
this
shot.
was your man.
Remember
He did get shot.
when Eddie
got
Casey ran
shot.
that kid over? Remember when Eddie Casey ran over a 6-year-old?
Yeah.
Fucking the bunny got stabbed in the throat with a Freddy Krueger claw. Killer Cross got his face eaten off by Eddie Edwards.
Oh my god.
Hell, Lucha Underground, Luchasaurus got his head cut off by Ty Valkyrie. Like,
He got shot.
He got shot.
Bravo got
Bravo
at his
got
wedding.
shot.
He had a damn All My Children ending to his wedding. It was terrible.
That was a great fucking storyline. That motherfucker got shot.
Next up was the main event. I'll be honest, the only part of this show that was like worth a pay-per-view, I think. Bloodline against the Brutes.
Great match.
Great story. Like there was nothing you can really say. bad
Great
about that.
everything.
Right. Everybody put their best into that match, and it showed.
Mhm.
There was a couple of little hiccups here and there, but that's to be, like we said earlier, that's to be expected in this type of match. It's fucking chaos. But the story that Sammy is telling for this turn is serious.
And to Mongo's point earlier about the first War Games match, this match needed all the plunder. I would have loved to have this match with all the plunder. Like, it was a great match, but I was ready to see somebody jump off a damn ladder onto a table, something. Just
Nah, when nobody, you know what? Nah, when nobody young enough to do that shit in that match. Everybody in that motherfucking match.
That's true.
Everybody in that match.
Aside
is
from
no-
Pete, everybody in that
I would say
group was
Pete
like,
Dunne, the only person who would have done
Solo.
it.
Actually,
Yeah.
Solo.
oh yeah, Solo.
Solo ain't doing
Yeah,
that shit.
Right.
Yeah,
Solo ain't doing none of that.
His feet is on the ground. He's leaving the ground.
Right. Everybody else is too. Everybody else is like, nah, man.
He like,
I have to get up in the
I ain't
morning.
my brothers. I don't fly.
Right. What you call it? Everybody sitting there like, who gonna jump off the top? Nah, man. I want to get up tomorrow. Last time I tried that, I was sore for whatever.
But man, Sammy eating the super kick from Jay, and he'd be like, "I gotta leave him, man. We got work to do." And I was like, "Was this Roman sending Jay out there to?"
Set him, right, set it up. Like he was like, I'm gonna ask him, and he's gonna tell me, and I'm gonna look him in his eye, and that's just gonna tell me everything I know. So when Sammy came into the office, you thought. First of all, I was surprised that Sammy said that. Yeah, he spoke to KO.
Oh, Sammy ain't
I
gonna
thought
lie.
he was
He
gonna
ain't
lie.
gonna lie to Matty Reigns. Matty Zane ain't gonna lie to Matty Reigns.
I was like, what? He told the truth? Okay. I said, oh, that man's scared. Yeah.
Mhm.
He know who he respects. He respects the tribal chief. He ain't gonna lie to him.
And first of all, Sammy U's coming out to the bloodline music dancing is fucking hilarious, yo.
Hey, he
Hilarious.
feels that them first two. He feels that dum 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 dum. His whole body convulses. He feels that.
Like, yeah, he loves it.
Like I told Greg this morning because I told Greg I was like, I'm watching War Games. I said, hey, Sammy is how I felt when I saw the Bloodline come out at the live event last summer. That's how I looked. I was over here just jumping around like, yeah. Thank you, Sammy, for interpreting everybody else's feelings.
Sammy is doing
He's doing mosh pit activities.
Now Sammy is doing the hippie. Sammy's doing a hippie crump. That's what he's doing. He's doing the Canadian version of crumping. He's like maple syrup, hockey, goddamn it, and I love these Samoans. Like that's what Sammy's doing over there.
So let's see. So we're getting Jordan and Mickey at Hard to Kill. That should be the main event over Bully and Josh.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah, I agree.
Title versus career definitely should be a main event. So yeah, we got a lot out of this. Sammy saves Jay from getting pinned. Saves Jimmy from eating a stunner. Hits KO in the nuts. Hits him with the haluva kick, and then lets
KO
Jay
got murked. He got murked.
He got
Yeah.
kicked in the ding ding.
kick in the face. Then he let Jay hit the Uso splash on him. And man, I cannot like if you didn't watch this, I don't know how I can explain this to anyone that doesn't watch wrestling. But when Jay Uso hugged Sami Zayn, that entire building went ape shit.
And Sammy
Nuts.
Sammy went black. He turned into a straight up oos at that moment. He
ripped
that
his
boy
shirt.
was up there. He like, oh damn, Sammy.
Sammy was like, "That's what the fuck I'm talking about."
He's like, I'm finally one of them now. But I didn't blame him for being that for talking that shit. Because I mean, he had to dig down deep and show KO that was his family. KO, this is not your family. You not one of them. He said, you know what? Fuck you. I am one of them. Let me show you how much I am one of them. Boom, nut shot.
Hold his kick. And
So,
then
yeah,
he kicked him in the ding ding.
So we get that. We get him hugging Roman. And then he stands and they do the fucking one. And now Sammy is just officially accepted by everybody in the bloodline.
Roman Burke was everything for me at that moment. He's just like, yeah, y'all thought I couldn't win anymore. And guess what? I win again because I got Sammy. He fully indoctrinated now.
It is.
I don't think anything comes close. I don't think, and I know, there are people that are kind of like more fans of other companies. WWE isn't my favorite company. My favorite company is Impact. But I don't think anything is as close to entertaining as what the fuck we're getting out of this. It's so just interesting and like it just you're kind of hanging on every word of everybody involved.
Because the thing about it is you don't know who's gonna stab the tribal chief.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so many people who have reason to do it within his ring. Like main event Jay Uso can at any given moment go back to beefing with Roman.
Right.
You know what I mean? Jimmy could start beefing with him because he was like, "Yo, I'm tired of being, like a little second in command. Like I'm not even second in command. I'm third in command."
Like I was the lead brother until I got hurt. And then
Right.
Jay took over. Because Jimmy was the one that everybody was like, well, if something happens, Jimmy's going to be okay. And then it just swapped. It flipped.
Immediately, as soon as he got hurt. So, and in Solo.
Speaking of that, apparently they're getting new belts. From what
I saw something about the.
So instead of them holding on to two, they're just going to have one.
They're going to unify.
Mm-hmm.
About time.
Are they going to do the same thing with Romans too?
No.
I hope so.
Or they're going to let Roman walk around. I think they might let Roman keep the double belts.
I'm fine with him having two. You get to have Paul Heyman hold a belt and him like it adds to it. It's like him. It's like a prize fighter from like a boxing or UFC.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They got like 9 belts around. Like that's cool. But like the tag belts, we just need one.
Right.
Jay and Sammy and Jimmy had like a group hug on Raw, and they almost got Solo to join it, and then KO interrupted. Even Jay was like, "Come on." Solo was doing this, and he just went. He was turning to go join them, and then KO And I said
Thumbs
this in
up.
that thread. I was like, everybody here involved in this, not just the bloodline, like Kevin Owens, anyone that is near this story looks like a superstar, like a legit star. Kevin Owens looks like $1 million.
Mhm.
Fucking Sheamus is the most popular he's been in ever.
Eons.
Since he
Like,
was
Right.
Money in the Bank.
yeah, like it's why anybody that touches this stable just spikes upward, and that's how you know
You have a
you
superstar.
have. Not only that, you have that once in like a decade story right here, because anytime someone goes near it, they shoot up in the positive direction.
Who pitched this idea? I wonder.
I think Roman and Paul. Who pitched Sammy being around? I think
Bravo.
Sammy did that thing he did where he like he R-truthed it, where he just made someone laugh the one time he worked with
Mhm.
Roman, and they were like, "I want to do that again," and then that's just what happened. Because Paul said that in like a press conference, I think. He was talking about Sammy, and he said Sammy is one of the hardest workers, but also one of the most passionate. And when they worked with Sammy that one time when Sammy like won a shot at the title, and
Mhm.
Roman beat him in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That whole time, Paul was like, "We loved working with Sammy then," and it bloomed from there. I remember when he was El Generico, and I remember this because I had to listen to this thing from like Cornette's podcast, and he was talking about how he didn't know Sami Zayn could talk like this. I'll be honest, none of us knew this could happen with Sami. No one until like 4 years ago. None of us knew Sami could do this, because for a while he was a beloved baby face, but he didn't really do much promo wise.
Right.
It wasn't until Conspiracy Sammy hit the scene.
Yep, Conspiracy Sammy was goated.
Well, him speaking for Cesaro and Nakamura.
Mhm.
That was good too. So yeah, he's been fantastic. Do you put the belt on Sammy?
Yeah.
Some folks
yeah.
are saying that he could possibly be the one that beats.
I don't think he does, but
I don't think he does, but you can eventually put the belt.
You can.
you know what you can do. You can Mick Foley and Rocket.
I was listening to a podcast earlier, and they were saying, like, could he beat Roman? They said, right now, it might not be. It couldn't happen. But, I mean, Kofi Mania, they said they brought up Kofi Mania. That just happened out of nowhere. Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania happened kind of out of nowhere. I mean,
it was different champions too.
Mm.
Different people holding the belts at the time. Like Kofi Mania had DB. Yes, DB was a mega heel, but it's DB. Even as a mega heel, DB is still a beatable person. He was
when DB did it, it was Orton and Batista, but it was like out of his prime Batista.
Mm-hmm.
And he had to beat a Triple H that was already injured, that was already kind of retired.
Right.
And it was still like a major deal. I'm not going to take away from it, but yeah, I kind of see what you're saying. Like him beating Roman would be like a major,
right?
Yeah, and
right, like you're beating somebody in their prime.
And that would be like of course, like a major feather in the cap, but that could also be like a thank you, Sammy, for all the shit you've done, for all the different gimmicks that you've done, for you just being a workhorse. Just thank you. Here you go.
Because what they brought up, what they could pull, because remember, Elimination Chamber is in Montreal, so they could have some sort of Elimination Chamber match for a number one contender. Whoever wins the Rumble, who knows what could happen?
Right.
Because Roman is technically a double champion. So the person who wins the Royal Rumble could challenge for one belt in this Elimination Chamber, could be for another title match.
I'm thinking we're gonna get KO and Sammy for the tag titles at Mania, but
Yeah.
that's gonna be cool. But like, I'm not ready to see this thing end, man. Like, I want like 3 or 4 more months out of this before we split them. It's gonna. Everybody is always clinched when Roman is near Sammy because they're like, "What the fuck is it now? Oh shit, is it gonna be now? Oh god!" Like we're all thinking of like KO and Jericho. When I was like, when are they gonna turn? When are they gonna turn? Fuck, when are they gonna turn?
Right.
We've been thinking that with Sammy for like 4 months, and it hasn't happened yet. And it's getting more
And we refuse.
Like,
right, we refuse to relax, even though he's shown us that he's not going to do it. We refuse to relax. We're like, nah, this is him.
I mean, with the whole storyline, it's at this point because a lot of folks are like, well, could Roman lose? Honestly, he couldn't. Because think about it, the Royal Rumble is next month. Are we going to be like? Be honest. Are you going to be happy if it's Cody Rhodes that wins?
No.
I would be fine with it.
No.
But it'd be kind of anticlimactic because you're just
Of
course. Oh, look, it's Cody.
Yeah.
And if he beats Roman, and then after that, all that happens, he beats Roman.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be happy. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't be happy because you know me. I'm all about if you ain't there, you shouldn't get the fucking shot.
Eric Young is returning to WWE.
This man got stabbed in the heart.
Sanity's back.
Sandy's back. Oh fuck, where's Damo? Oh shit.
Progress.
Getting Sanity back.
I think he's at Progress.
Yeah, signed Progress.
That makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
Nikki Cross came out to her Sanity music.
She did come out to the Sanity music. You're right. I did. Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, shout out to me for watching just earlier this morning.
You know me.
I looked up when the music came on. I was like, why is she coming out to that?
You know me.
Came out crazy, Nikki.
Because I was like,
I love me some fucking Sanity. Oh shit.
That would be really, really nice. That would be really nice. And that's a stable that can go what if we get out? Where's Wolf?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Where's Wolf? If we can get
Wolf, he ain't no control your narrative.
If we can get Wolf, that's a stable that can come back and at least keep the bloodline busy for a month.
Well, they might be, and that might be an NXT. Where's
Wolf is on? He's with WWE, isn't he?
So I was looking at that. I was looking at something that Selena Vega said about Ronda Rousey. Wolf is on the Independents. He's not in WWE, but he's not signed anywhere.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
He's just an independent wrestler. So I
don't think he'd come. I don't think he'd want to come back.
If he wants to, I don't know. I think Damo, EY, and Nikki would be enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Where's Batman Fulton been?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
He hasn't been in East Austin in like a year. A year plus.
Hey, that is a total. That's a definite upgrade. Like I like Wolf, but if they were hypothetically to add Madman to that, woo!
Because Madman upped his game. He upped his game in Impact. He started doing some good shit.
Or your boy Vincent.
Honestly,
he would fit with them.
The script.
He fits Sandy more than he fits.
Let's talk about scripts. Oh, scripts.
No.
We got to talk about it.
All right, let's go. Our final topic of the night. We're going to talk about scripts.
Some old bullshit.
For months, we've been seeing this like hooded figure spray painting shit on the fucking PC. We've been getting like calls to the PC. I am the one that's coming to cleanse
the WWE, who I am, Scripps, signed Scripps. And it's like, what the fuck? Who is? And I think Kenny was either Kenny or Matt was the first to be like, that's Vincent. That's got to be Vincent. And then everybody, I mean, I did not speak to one person that wasn't like, oh, Vincent's going to be in NXT. He's Scripps. And it comes down a week before he did.
First off, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what Vincent looks like, Vincent used to be in all.
I got it. I got it. I mean,
that's what makes this shit even funnier.
so
And you're gonna need it, and also get the picture of Scripts up too.
Oh yeah,
So you can have both.
Keep talking. I'm gonna make a little. I'm gonna make a thing.
So, if you don't know who Vincent is, he was with ROH. He was with I Don't Know More for a little bit in Impact until they lost. And Vincent looks like an extra dirty, extra filthy, rabies-infested Bayou Bray. Okay.
He's Bray if Bray was on meth.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Like, I think that's probably the best way to describe it.
So you got a white guy with extra dirty locks who likes to be barefoot a lot.
Yeah.
So I've been telling Greg. I've been telling Greg, and Greg's friends have been telling him Scripps is fucking Vincent. Well, lo and behold, Scripps makes his debut. Scripps is fucking Reggie in a hood.
So on the left is Vincent. Oh, damn it. I was about to put this up. So that's
Matt, put it down. Matt. Greg.
On the left is Vincent, on the right is Scripps.
Scripps looks like the Muppet version of Vincent.
So
Vincent presents Vincent.
So as you can see clearly, Scripps
he walks out, and I was like, I don't remember Vincent being that short. I don't remember Vincent being that black.
And then you just hear me say, I'm like, wait, that's fucking Reggie. Well, first it was you said that Vincent isn't that short. And I was just like, oh no.
Said, wait, is that fucking hood?
I was like, that's fucking Reggie.
What was even funny because I didn't see your reaction. I went on Instagram and saw the clip, and I was looking. I'm like, I know that is not fucking Reggie.
That was all of us saying. We all said that on Twitter. We was all on Twitter all at once. Like, no, that ain't no motherfucking Reggie.
Fucking Reggie. I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying right now.
And then I go into the chat and I see y'all reaction. I started crying. I said, what the fuck? I just randomly see this motherfucker on Instagram. I'm like, what the fuck?
And you knew it was bad because I love NXT 2.0 and all, whatever they calling it. I love that damn show. But that bullshit, I instantly was like, what the fuck? HBK. What the fuck? What the fuck? What in the Heartbreak Kid? What in the HB Shizzle is this bullshit?
I'll be honest.
What?
Shit went bad real quick.
Man, a lot quick.
Oh my God.
Ain't no excuses. I ain't
Nah.
no HBK.
Nah,
the
I'm done.
man knew he fucked up. This is how much he knew his ass fucked up.
I'm
Because out of
done.
nowhere, his ass had to pull an Iron Survivor match out of his ass. That's why his ass knew. He knew. Don't do it again, Sean. Don't do it again. I bet you we ain't gonna see scripts on TV ever again. Put that picture back up. Y'all better take a good look at that picture. Because I bet you we ain't gonna see his black ass with that mask on ever again. We ain't gonna see that no more. We ain't gonna see that.
In the words of Future, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way we seeing that bullshit again. Scripts is dead.
Oh my God.
Because HBK be on Twitter. HBK reads Twitter. I know his ass do.
Reggie saw the reaction to his fucking shit. He was like,
Mongo, I swear, Mongo, I got my finger right on that same one getting ready to press it. I swear I have my finger right on that same one.
That shit is not, we are not going whatever that thing. I don't remember his theme. We ain't gonna see that mask no more. We ain't gonna see that shit ever again. That shit is dead.
When I saw that motherfucker, flip into the ring, I dropped my damn phone. I said, "You have got to be kidding me!"
Because it was
when he came out, I said, "This nigga Vincent done got a tan."
he got a tan and he cut his shins off. I think. What the fuck happened to him?
Wait, this ain't Vincent. And then I looked at the face. I said, I know you fucking lying. I know this ain't fucking Reggie.
You hyped up this gimmick to be a hacker. You told us that they were going to get their revenge on NXT and all this, that, and the other. And we're going to pay for everything that was supposed to be, that we have done them wrong. Oh,
this nigga got a baggy. He got a baggy mask. He got a
motherfucker got a hefty bag on his face.
Like, we up here expecting vengeance. We're supposed to be scared.
He got a baggy mask.
First of all,
he got mad room in his
he talked all that shit about getting vengeance. And he gonna make us pay. What the fuck makes people pay wearing orange? Don't nobody wear no orange and be making people pay. You ain't even scared. You just out here looking like a jack-o'-lantern. You look like some broke down ass Spider-Man character.
This nigga got a baggy mask. Okay, what the fuck is
fucking
talk
nigga
about he
out
getting
here.
vengeance. How the fuck you hack into the system, but you couldn't even hack into a proper mask with your black ass? What the fuck does that scream, hacker? That don't scream hacker at all.
That screams blank man.
It screams ass.
Hold on.
That's what it screams. It screams ass. 2 packs of it.
Do you see how far out this mask goes on his face?
Because they just put that shit on him. Put that shit on. That's what they did. They just put that shit on.
This nigga got a baggy mask and pajamas on. He got a baggy mask and some pajamas. No, please stop. Oh God!
Oh my God!
I think we've covered everything we need to.
I hope y'all love. If you were a Scripps fan, I feel sorry for you because he dead. He ain't
my God!
Worse than shock match.
If you were a fan of that motherfucker, stay off. Drugs up.
That's the exact helmet he had on. He had on the Shockmaster helmet, but the mask version.
Oh my God, man!
Oh, Scripps' ass.
Oh my God,
folks!
Thanks for following.
Follow us at facebook.com/under the ring pod and twitch.tv/.
Just one more time. I can see Brian Zane's ass doing a wrestling with a retrospective on the fall of scripts in like 2 years.
Yo, Matt, stop. That right there looks like a fucking what you call it? That shit, Viceland. Tales from the Territories. The Tales of fucking
The dark side of wrestling. Fucking scripts.
The black ass of wrestling. Scripts.
Look, folks, don't forget to follow us at facebook.com/under the ring pod and twitch.tv/under the ring pod. Don't forget, Margo, you got a question real quick before we keep going.
Look up Wrestling with Regret on YouTube. It's a guy that does he talks about old shit in wrestling, shit that was good and bad, kind of makes fun of stuff. And he's also an indie promoter and runs a promotion. So if you're looking for wrestling content, look, Brian Zane's got some good shit.
Well, there you go. Don't forget to also, folks, we try to get on here around 8:30-ish. I'm not going to say 8:30. You know what? 8:45-ish. Let's say that. 8:45. Going around 8:40. Actually, we just getting started. All right. So
8:45.
Boom. Right. Every week, every Thursday around 8:45-ish. You know, and the best way to find out exactly what time we're getting on is by following us on these pages right here. You can also follow us on our Twitter pages. Since that shit ain't going nowhere.
Oh my god.
We was all worried it was gonna go somewhere. That shit ain't going nowhere.
It might.
We still here.
It might as well keep talking.
Ain't got anywhere yet, but
it ain't going nowhere yet. So until it does, follow us.
It's made doing business a lot fucking worse. But anyway,
yeah. Follow us. You got me right here, Rock Ribs 44. You got the man who needs the clicks, the man who is doing big things that he'll announce later on. The man also, ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, since we do not have a show tomorrow, Under the Ring Podcast would like to wish our producer, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Weezy O2, Mr. Greg Bush, a happy birthday, since tomorrow is his birthday, folks.
Thank you.
Sheesh. That's enough.
It's been one hell of a year. Holy shit. I've been happy to been living with it with all y'all with me. It's been fun, and here's to 30 more. Here's a 30 more. 30,
welcome to the
30 Club, Mongo.
That gray,
welcome,
that
brother.
beard's really starting to come through now. It really is starting to. I wear a hat all the time for a reason, because I don't have any hair on top of my head. So it's definitely.
I'm glad, Margo. Well, many more, brother. I also would like to do a big happy belated birthday to my big brother, Stevie, who has been a guest, who has been in our comments plenty of times on this show. Khalid, Stevie, I love you. Happy birthday, brother. This man, I'm not going to blow him up, but let's just say this man, he's my bigger brother, so he's older than me, but looks younger than me. Okay? Looks mad younger than me. And I'm sitting there going, what kind of fucking unicorn blood are you sucking on? And past that shit, like, I'm trying to get young. I'm over here graying and shit like Gandalf, and his ass is over there Benjamin Buttoning life. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Happy belated birthday, big bro. I love you. Now, back to the shout outs for us. You can follow our boy Mike at Mr. Freshbeard. Now remember, these are all on Twitter. We still here, so you can still follow us, Mr. Freshbeard. Talks about all the politics. Then we got our boy Matt, the right answer. Any kind of beard you want to talk about, mostly any kind of sports you want to talk about, hit our boy up right there. He'll have it for you. And we can't forget our street team captain, who is also the predictions champion, who talked a quick piece of shit in the comments, but couldn't get on because he was working. Our boy, Buddy El Maliente. Hey, bro, I know you watching the show. Put me in. I need that Henny Coquito, my man. I need the Henny Coquito. Stop playing with me. I need the Henny Coquito. I don't know why you rubbing that belt. That next pay-per-view is coming home to me right here. And we also have our guest resident reporter who comes in. Our boy, Justin D. Bax. Justin D, don't forget to follow us, folks. Thank you once again for following us on this another episode. Once again, Mongo, we wish you a big happy birthday. Much love from all of us to you, brother. Thank you for doing well. Thank you for being part of our family. Thank you, UTR, for joining us. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
About to go get high. Have a good